Good morning, all. Thanks for joining. I'm audible.
Good morning. Sir, audible.
Thank you. So, before going to start virtual networking Microsoft Azure, anybody have any questions in the previous session? No? Thank you. So, today we are going to start Microsoft Azure virtual networking. Okay? So, just a brief information, okay, about the networking concept. So network means connectivity between the devices, which is called network. Networking means the process of communication between interconnected devices, the data transfer, communication to other system, we call as networking. So this concept everybody have at least a basic idea, especially coming into Microsoft Azure virtual networking. So what is importance we are giving for this concept? Because every services will be communicating and connecting with these particular services only. So that's why we need to learn what is a Azure virtual network, what is the benefit of virtual network, and what are the components inside of virtual network that we need to learn. So once you learn this, so you can easily you can create your resources and you can manage it. So finally we will create a one instance in custom Azure virtual network so that we can easily understand and what is a network we have created, and with that network and we are creating our resources. Okay, so why Azure network? Okay, why Azure virtual network? Okay, so in real-time environment, the companies are setting up in some specific locations. Some branches offices are separately located, and customers and vendors are connected in different locations. They are challenging to connectivity for their applications mainly. So the main enterprise organizations are struggling a lot to managing the connectivity of the servers and services. Okay, so with that we are getting poor network connectivity. We are getting poor network connectivity, and it taking time consuming to build a network. Okay, and sometimes the traffic diversion process to the destination, okay, it is not happen very smoothly. These are the main challenges we are facing. The main problems are to set up the networks in your real-time environment, poor network quality. So connectivity, like example, if you're connecting some services, very slowly it is connecting, and intermittently the connections are disconnecting. Okay, and a time consuming process to build a network topologies. So topology is nothing but kind of environment creation in the network technology. Technical word we called as topology. Okay, so LAN, WAN, these are called as topology. So in this LAN, somebody is creating bus topologies, somebody is creating ring topologies, like that. So example, you can check this. If you go to Google, you will get a lot of network topology diagrams. You will get network topology types. Okay, with diagram you can see here. You can see here. So these are the topologies are there. P2P, point-to-point topology, bus topology, ring topology, star topology, tree, mesh, hybrid. These are the models will be available. These are the models are available. So point-to-point protocol, topology means a server or maybe service will be connected to other service directly connection. Again, if you have one more services, again we need to establish one more connection here. Okay. So, but if this services, if you want to connect here, again one more connection we need to establish. So point to point is a very limited area. If you want to communicate between only two computers we can connect. That's it. Not more than that. And bus topology, they'll be connecting like this, some kind of serial. So they have created a serial cable, and with the switch, so the systems are connected each other. So this system can connect any other system in this bus topology directly. Any system can communicate to any system in the network, okay, at any time. So with this network, so like this, we have a different types of topologies are available in the network. So this topology creations is a very tough job in real-time environment. Understand? Okay. What is meaning of Azure virtual network? Okay. So basically we called as VNet, Azure VNet. So it will represent your network or maybe entire environment. Okay, what are the applications and what are the servers is running here. So Azure virtual network is it representing the network topology. So our environment to run your virtual missions and applications. Now can go here, virtual network. So once you have connected to virtual network, the complete Microsoft Azure environment, what are the networks we created for which location, all the network connections will be showing here. You can see here, as we discussed in the previous session, Azure data centers are created across the world. Okay, so we have a different regions that we already discussed. These networks we need to create region wise, location wise we need to create. So once you created the virtual network, only the particular location the servers and services can be manageable. Other than any other location, the network will not able to help us. Maybe if one virtual network you created in one location, like example Central India, and another virtual network you created in East Asia, so if you are creating the connectivity between these two locations, it will work. Suppose in East Asia, we don't have any virtual network, only Central India virtual network is available. So if any instances you want to create in East Asia, it is not possible, because even we need to create a one virtual network in East Asia also. So without virtual network, we're not able to create any resources or applications in that particular location. So it is a base component of in your location to create and manage any resources. So virtual network is that much of very, very important. Understand? So to create virtual network, you need at least a basic knowledge of IP address, subnets, and IP address classes. That information you need to know. Okay. So when we creating the virtual network, okay, the virtual machines will be interacting with the network. Okay. So when you're creating the virtual network, after that, the virtual machines within the network, it will interact securely with the other instances, even it will be connected to internet. So virtual network is is a broad range of network in the particular region. Inside the virtual network, based on your requirement and configurations, we can create a multiple multiple inner networks, or group networks, which we called as subnets. When we're creating the virtual network, the majority network will create whenever giving an IP address range. With that IP address range, again we can create a subgroups that we called as subnets. To create a virtual network, okay, this part will be taken care by nowadays network engineer and cloud engineer as well. So nowadays a cloud engineer or maybe network engineer both have this knowledge clearly about end-to-end configuration and management. Okay, what is the use of advantages? What is the use of advantages for virtual network? When we create a virtual network in the particular location, especially like Central India, East India, like that, we can create an isolated environment. What is meaning of isolated? Isolated. In the particular location, East Asia or Central India, so there are many customers are accessing this location and they're creating the missions. So how a missions will be differ, my missions with the other users or other account, Azure account virtual missions, with the help of a virtual network only. So in Microsoft Azure, this concept we called as VNets. The same concept is available in Amazon Web Services that we name called as, any example? What is the name?
Subnet.
Sorry?
Subnet.
No. What is a virtual network service name in Amazon Web Services?
Sir, EC2.
VPC. VPC.
VPC. VPC, Virtual Private Cloud. Okay, VPC in Amazon Virtual Network, VNet is a Microsoft Azure service name. Okay. So what is the first benefit you'll get? You'll get a benefit of providing isolated environment. So isolated environment means whenever we creating the virtual network we will be creating with the private IP address. The private IP address, whatever the services or servers we're creating, that will be creating a separate group, separate entity. So that is called isolated environment. Nobody cannot enter without a permission, without network communication here. So whatever the services you have created inside the virtual network, it's a safe and secure. Okay, can we able to access these services from internet? Yes. So subnet, okay, in VNet can access on the public internet by default. So whatever the network is by default is available, the services can be accessible over the internet, but it is not secure. So that's why we are creating the virtual networking. Whatever the by default network is available, that is called default networking. Now we can create a custom networking, provide the more security for your applications and services. And through that V network, we can easily filtered a traffic from the resources. So what are the services are going, what are the services are coming. So everything I can easily manage with this VNet. Is it secure network? Yes, it is a highly secure network. It is a highly secure network. And what about the latency? It is a low latency network. It's a low latency network providing the high network connectivity. Okay? Even though you can build your network topologies, that's a sophisticated network topologies in a simple manner. Even tough network configurations also, you can configure very, very easily with the interactive sessions. In real-time environment, without a cloud, when we are working on a physical environment, to set up this type of environments are very tough situations are there. Okay, to configure and managing it. Perfect. Any other question? So next, what are the components inside the Azure Virtual Network? What are the components in Azure Virtual Network? So guys, this is a tour option is showing. You can check this. Save the current column, sorting, filtering and summary as a view and access your save views here. Click next and some closing here. So next, this is the virtual networking console. I'm going back to the main console here. See guys, whoever, whenever you're going for frequently going services, you can click the view all services. All services will be showing here. All services will be showing here. If you want to open networking, very simple. You can type in the search. Okay. Virtual networking will be there. You can select and open it. Okay. Virtual networks. What are the components are available in this virtual network? So let's create a new virtual network. Let's create a new virtual network. If you want to create a new virtual network, you need a some basic knowledge on IP addressing. Then only you can create. So right now this virtual network I'm creating under free subscription by default. I'm not going with the paid. Okay, once your work is completed, you can delete it, guys. What is meaning of resource group? Collection of resources and configurations and policies in a single group we called as resource group. We already created demo RG. So guys, in demo RG, the resource group I created for which location? That's very, very important. So I'm going to make a new tab. That's a duplicate tab. Okay, ask me later. And go back to the main screen. So there is a resource group is there. Okay, demo RG is there. Once you click here and you're able to see here, and the demo RG that was created the network in central India. Okay, central India. So now I'm going to delete the all configuration inside my resource group. So please enter the resource group name, confirm for deletion. Resource group name what? This is a resource group name demo RG, and paste here and click delete, and you can give the confirmation. Now I'm removing the deletion. I'm removing of a resource group. This will take some time for deletion of resource groups. Okay, this will take some time for deletion of resource group. Okay, now I'm going directly virtual network. I'm going to create it. So here some demo VNets and Web01 VNets are available. Let me delete these two subnets here. I don't want that. Select one by one. I think so both are created in the demo RG. This will remove later automatically. So because of it takes some time for removing. Even yesterday also I had deleted the instances immediately. That was not removed. See, deleted resource group successfully. Okay, now I'm refreshing the page, maybe whether it is updating or not. I think so it is removed. So here is a resource group. When you open network watcher, some group will be there. So mostly all the default whichever yesterday we created, the resource group is deleted. Now I'm going to virtual networks. So now the data, everything is removed. So it takes some time for removing the data. Now creating a new virtual network. After clicking this, you'll get a new window. So here we need to create a new virtual network. So by default, I'm going with the free subscription plan. By default, a network watcher resource group will be available. This is a default resource group. If you want to create a custom resource group, you can select by creating a new. So creating a new is a example central India Central India RG resource group. I'm creating it. Click OK. So it's a new Central India RG resource group I'm going to create. Now I'm going to create a virtual network. I can give the name Central, okay, India VNet. Okay, and I'm going to select the location Central India. Say this is a Central India, Asia Pacific, Central India I'm selecting. Now I'm going to next. Security. So security is not required. So these are the advanced configuration. So click on next, network. So here network is very important. By default, when you are creating the virtual network, by default 10.0.0.0 will be showing. If you don't want that, you can create a new space based on your requirement. So as we discussed in the previous session, we have only class A, class B and class C IP addresses are available in the private subnet. Only these IP addresses you can create. You can create a, okay, you can create a subnets. And let me explain how many IP addresses available with this range. Okay, with this range. I'm taking this IP address. So this is one range is there. Another range is this is one range. This is one range. The major network, if you are divided into three ranges, will be there: 10.0.02, 10.0.255, some amount of IP address will generate. 10.0.02, 10.0.255.255, we can create more IP address we can generate, and we can go with the 10.0.02, 10.255.255.255. You can create a more IP address we can generate. So anybody can tell me how many IP address we can generate here in this range? 10.0.0, 10.0.1, 10.0.2,
250.
10.0.3,
Use it. Use 254.
254. So basically 256 will come. So 1 to 255, 255, 0 is the 256. Okay, total 256 IP address will generate. But actually what we discussed, zeros under 255 are not valid. So minus 2. Minus 2 means how many IP address will get? 254 IP address we will get. Okay, fine. And from 0.0.02, 0.255.255.255, how many IP address will get generated? Any idea?
254 plus 254.
No, that's wrong
190.
answer. That's wrong answer. Because here after 0.0.255, then again it will start 10.0.1.1, 10.0.2.0, like that. So on each subnet again we have a 254 address will generate. So 49,151 IP address will generate. Okay, how many IP address? 49,000 or 65,000? I think 65,000. Let me check.
It is like 254 multiplied by 254. So
Okay,
this will be the count. I'm asking. I think it will be the result
I
of
never
the
counted like this. Maybe let me try this. 254
or multiply
to
20 54.
254. Yeah, that's correct only. So 256 minus, sorry, into 256, 60,536.
65,536.
Correct. Correct address. Perfect. So if you don't know, very simple IP subnet calculator. Okay, this is the option is that subnet-calculator.com. You can go here and you can give this IP address example 10.0.0.0. It is a class A. Class A. Subnet mask. Subnet mask. So if you need a 10.255.255 means you can select this subnet. So how many IP addresses will generated? Example, if a subnet mask is 255.255.255.0, only 254 addresses we can generate. That means 10.0.0.0. Now if you're giving 255.255.0, 65,534 IP address will generate. 34 means why? Minus 2.
0 and 255.
Right. Yes. And if you go with the 1,67,77,214 IP address we can generate. So now can tell me how the calculations are coming? Again into
254, 256, I think. Yeah.
this is the correct answer. You can check this. 1 lakh, I think maybe I am poor in mathematics. You can do one thing.
It is 1 crore 67 lakh.
256 into 256 again into
256.
this is the correct answer.
1 crore 67,000. 1 crore 67 lakh 77,216.
Yeah. Minus 2 4. Just give me a minute. I'm back. So basically this 10.0.0 to 10.0.255 it has subnet will be there. So we will be mentioned. The IP address is like this. Okay. 10.0.0.0/8. So /8 means what? /8. The subnet mask is 255.0.0.0. That means the remaining 3 octets you can use it for your IP subnetting. And what about this? This is slash. So 2 octets we are taking. 8 plus 8. 8 plus 8. 16.
16.
So the first 2 octets are resolved. So only last 2 octets are participating. So 255 into 255, how many IP addresses will generate? 65,534 IP addresses will generate. And last one, what it is?
24.
Sorry?
24, I think.
Sorry. I'm wrong. So wrongly writing here. Sorry.
8, 16,
The
32.
first one is 24. Sorry. 24. So 24 means here 255 or 255. So dot 0. The first 3 octets are resolved and only last octet will be working here. So that's the reason 255 IP address will generate it, including 0, 256, minus 2, 254 will be there. And here this is correct. So first 2 octets are resolved and remaining 2 octets are available for subnetting, and with the 255 into 255 we will get here. And last one, okay, /8. So total 3 octets they're giving for subnetting, 1 octet for resolve, and it will start with a 10.0.02, 10.25.25.25. We'll get a 1 crore 67 lakhs 77,216 IP address we can generate. So in your company, in your organization, so which subnet you will take care? /8, /16, /24. That's your wish. Okay? That is your wish. So when we are creating the network, by default it will be showing 10.0.0/16. Even automatically when you are selecting how many IP address will generate, here clearly it will show you guys. Don't worry. Suppose if it is going for /8, how many IP address will generate? 1 crore 67 lakh 77,216. It's clearly written here. If you go for /16, 65,536. If you go for /8, if you go for /24, when you are selecting this, automatically IP range will be changing. You can see here. /24 is there, right? I'm changing to /16. Okay. This IP address will be automatically changing, and this range also automatically changing. You can address here. So with this range, one subnet is created. So this subnet only is used for communicating and you can create your resources. So shall we continue with the 10 network, or we can modify any other class B and class C networks also? Guys, can tell me? It is possible? No questions, right? So now if I'm removing this 10, even I can put 192.168. Okay, 0.0. Okay, but 192.168, if you select it, you will get these are the IP address. No changes. No changes. The same number of IP address for subnetting 8 to 32. So minimum number 2 is there, maximum is /29. We can go ahead. Minimum 8 IP address we can generate with the /29, and if you go with the /2, maximum 1 crore 73 lakhs 74,180. Sorry, this number IP address will generate it. Okay, so 1 crore 70. I think some 1 crore some IP address we can generate it. Okay, this much of IP address we can generate it. Mostly in your real-time environment, only /16 it will go here. /16. If we are very big company, they'll go for /8. Otherwise, you'll go for /16. So once you've given this 192.168, automatically this subnet will be showing as a red mark. May I know what is the reason? May I know what is the reason it is showing as a red mark?
Number of IPs gets reduced.
This range is not this range. Okay, this is a 10 range, this is 192 range. So this is a wrong range. So what we need to do, we have to delete and we can create a new one. When you're creating subnets, okay, example, I'm going to create a subnet, okay, within this major
Sorry, Rajesh.
network. Yes, please.
Yeah, is that the default range selected by the provider? Default.
Yeah, that's what I'm telling. The previously default range is there. The range was whatever I changed that IP address from class A to class B. That is not a overlapping. Okay, that is showing a different IP address. This is a different IP address. 10 is a different IP address and 20 is different IP address. Hyderabad to Chennai is different network. Hyderabad to Delhi is different network. Am I right? Yeah. You're going to bus station and go to railway station. You are there's a multiple trains are there. Okay, but you have taken a ticket for Chennai, but you have boarded in Delhi train. It will go Chennai, even though even though you have a Chennai ticket. No, right? That's the situation here. So 190 to 168 is a different network. 10 is a different network. 172 is different network. I already told you, no? See, you always remember this IP address. These are the major networks. Every company they're following the same standards. Worldwide, universally, this is a common concept. So this is a private network. అర్థం కాకపోతే అడగండి నేను చెప్తా. If you not understand, ask me, I'll explain. Okay, don't sit idle.
I just want to know, like, if you take another services, defaultly it will be available, but we can add on top of it.
Can you please elaborate your question in a high pitch? Can you please?
So if you take a security group, so default security group will be there, and we can create more customized security groups as well. Like,
This is not a security group. Okay,
no,
this is
no,
actually
I'm
network.
considering the default security.
Default means what? 10.0 dot something.
Actually, default range will be created by the provider itself, right? So
Okay,
we
let
can
me
create
do a
our
thing,
own
do a thing.
customized.
No, no more confusions. 1 minute. I'll be canceling this screen. Okay. I'm going to create a new network. Now can tell me. Okay. Okay. So I'm going to create a new resource group. Central India. మీరు అడిగే క్వశ్చన్ చాలా క్లారిటీగా అడిగా నేను ఆన్సర్ ఇస్తాను. ఓకే, ఐఎమ్ ఆల్రెడీ ఎక్స్పీరియన్స్ ఇన్ దిస్ కాన్సెప్ట్. ఐ విల్ గివ్ యూ బెటర్ ఆన్సర్. ఓకే, now I'm going to central network. Central India VNet and Asia Pacific Central India. Next. Now can tell me.
That means when we create it automatically selects a default range.
This one you're talking about default? దీని default అనుకుంటున్నా.
No, below that subnet default.
This one is below, is a default one. Yeah?
Yeah.
Yes, absolutely. This every screen is default, Ramya. Okay. This entire screen is default. So based on your knowledge and your experience and your customization, you can made whatever you want. Okay. So by default, class A, class B, class C. Which one is the starting? Class A, right? So that's why directly it's taking a class A. If you want, you can modify yourself. So within this range, the particular subnet is created. Okay?
Can you click on add subnet?
We can create. We can create. We can create a number of networks, but should not overlap. But should not overlap in the network.
Yeah. I got
Suppose
it.
10.0.0. to 10.0.255 is a subset of this range or not?
Yes.
So if you need to understand, I need to open Excel. Then only you will be understand very clearly. Otherwise, no. I know that. I know that
I
30 to 40% of the people not understanding the concept. I know that. So, but I want to clarify this. So, the starting address. Okay. Let me increase the font size. This is starting IP address. This is ending IP address. Now, VNet network is, it is giving, the VNet network is giving 10.0.0.0. Slash, okay, slash 16. Huh? Can you please tell me what is the starting IP address and what is the ending IP address? Starting IP address is 10.0.0.0 and ending address is
10.0.0.
255.255. Am I right? Huh?
Yes.
Perfect. This is a starting IP. This is an ending IP. The same information is available here. You can check 0.0.0 to 0.10.0.255. Yeah. So with this range, this is called range. Okay. This is called range. This is a range. So with that, how many IP addresses we can generate? 65,534 IP addresses we can generate. Huh? Are you clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay. I'm going to create a subnets inside this range. I'm going to create a subnets inside this range. So I'm going to create a subnet. The first subnet is 10.0.0.0 slash 24. Do you know what is meaning that? Huh? Do you know what is meaning that? Do you know what is the meaning that? The IP address will start with the 10.0.0, okay, and ends with the
10.0.
Tell me. 10.0.0.255. Huh? This is the range. Now can tell me, this range is available here or not? This
Yes,
range
it's
is
available.
available in this range or not?
Yes, it's available.
It should be. It should be. It is a subset of this VNet range.
Yes.
Suppose I'll make it as this is a production network. Suppose I make it as a production network. So with this range, how many IP address we can generate? Huh?
So maybe 256.
256, right? 254 address will get. Okay.
Yeah.
Huh?
One.
254 IPs we can generate. 254
Rajesh,
IP address we can generate. Yes, Ravi.
Rajesh, why you minusing two IP address?
2 IP address. Okay.
Starting one.
Example, you are a big landlord. Okay. You have a 10 acres of land. If entire 10 acres of land you will be converted to plotting size and you will give that entry gate or exit gate. You'll do that definitely.
Yes, yes, yes.
So the network entry gate and exit gate, starting point and ending point, we will be reserving. So that is not given to anybody. So in network topology, in TCP IP network, starting IP address, ending IP address, we are not assigned to any other system. So that's why it is a reserve, -2. Okay? So your starting of the land and ending of the land in your field, that is not selling to anybody. That's a common space for everyone. There's an entry gate and exit gate. Similar way here. Next concept. So you'll be decided this is a production network. Okay. You want one more network. How you will create? How you will create? One more network you can create like this. Guys, what is the starting network?
10.0.1.0.
Perfect. And ending with?
10.0.255.
Yeah.
Dot 250. Oh, sorry, 1.2.
So here how many IP addresses we can generate?
Same 256.
254.
4.
254.
Yeah, 254. And this is a start and this is an end IP address. Huh? This is one range. So I need one more network. 10.0.2.0/24. Huh? Tell me.
10.0.2.0.
10.0.2.0 and ends with
10.0.2.2.
10.0.2.255. This is a starting and this is a ending IP address. This is one range. So what do you understand now today's class? Huh? Huh?
IP address dividing subnet, some of like
Exactly.
how
VNet is
a
dividing
lot of
into
things in
subnets.
IP address, I can say.
So V network is divided into subnets and subnet will give you the range of IP address. Okay. So now this is one network, this is one network, this is one network, but this network can communicate to this network and this network can communicate to this network because everybody in the same compound. Same compound means the compound name is VNet.
Minute.
VNet. Okay?
Rajesh,
Yes, please.
for the VNet, we are mentioning that /16, right?
Hmm.
The particularly 16, we have any definition is there for that one? Reason why we are giving the
So
16?
our parents are elder than us or younger than us? మనకంటే మన పేరెంట్స్ పెద్దోళ్ళుగా ఉండాలా చిన్నోళ్ళుగా ఉండాలా
పెద్దవాళ్ళుగా ఉండాలి.
పెద్దవాళ్ళుగా ఉండాలా సో అవర్ పేరెంట్స్ షుడ్ is elder than us. So the
Elder.
subnets are children's and VNet is a parent. So the number 16 create a more networks. Number 24 it creates a less IP address. So less number, less subnet create a more IP address and a more subnet number create a less IP address. That's a concept.
Can you please repeat that line again?
Okay. If you're giving the 16 means, if number is reducing, a number of IP address will create more. Suppose /8, how many IP address will create? 1,67 lakhs. Some 1,77 lakhs some IP address. If a 16 means 65,534. If you go with 8, what? Can you please tell me? Only 254. Right. Only 254. If you go with a /24, how many address we can generate? Only 254 address will generate. So if you need a more address, you can create the number like 8 to 16 and with that we can create a more subnets.
I have a doubt here. Just want to be clear that as the subnet number that 16 or 24, it is depend on the how much octet means is covering to for that allocated IP address
Exactly.
means like
Exactly. Why we are taking 16 means if you need a more networks, we will create a 16. Mostly in companies, guys, if 65,534 servers are maintaining in a company, no, right? So if you are taking a major network, within the network they'll create a subnets. They're creating subnets here.
Yeah. So the class wise, it will be decide because there is a in the last two digits of means last two whatever the subnet octet that according to that will be 8 or 16 or 24 will be correct.
So some you can see here, if class A /8 will be supported, /24 will be supported, /24 will be supported. What about class B? It's
Class
already
B have
reserved. It is already
yes
reserved 170 to 16. Class
yes
C already reserved 2 octets. That means what?
yes
/8 will not support.
hmm.
Only /16 will support class B and C.
Yes.
Okay,
Uh,
understood.
Understood.
If you need more than 65,534 IP address, you can go for class A. There is no other option. Okay. If you need more than 65,534 IP address in your company, you always go for class A. Very simple. If your company is following that class A means they are more than 65,000. I never seen any company more than 65,000. Okay.
Okay, sir.
So mostly the people are using class C only. Even class A also they're using it because their wish, their wish. But my condition is if anybody is more than 65,000 is definitely they will use class A. So remaining people you can use class B and class C. That's your wish. Okay. But again, one more important thing is there. So class B range and class C range, private range and private range, how many addresses we can generate? Anybody can tell me? With 172.16.0.02, 172.31.255, how many IP addresses we can generate? Anybody can tell me? Anybody can tell me, please?
Sir, we have to be take the difference between 16 to 31. Then we have to be multiply with the 254,
Okay.
and according to that 00, we have to be multiply to according to 254 in
1 minute.
each octet. Yeah.
I'll answer your question in a different way, so can please listen. Okay.
Okay.
So I'll take this example. Huh? I'll take this example. Come here. Sorry. What is my question is, in this range, how many IP address can generate? So very simple answer is, okay, that was divided like this. Okay. Next, 18. Huh? Up to it will go 31, right?
9 lakhs.
Huh? 13, 31. So it will go up to 31. It will go up to 31. So first of all, we need to calculate in each group. 172.16.0.0 to 172.16.255. How many IP addresses will get? 65,536. Huh? So 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. So my layman terminology calculations, 31 minus 16. What is the
16.
difference? 15 is there. So 15 into
250.
65,536. So now if you enter 9,83,040 IP address we can generate. Okay, 9,83,040 IP address we can generate. So this is the majority IP address we can generate it here. Here, how many IP address in class here? In class here, how many IP address you generated? Tell me, guys.
1 crore
Last
67
year,
lakh.
1 crore.
Perfect. And what about this? Anybody can tell me?
65,536.
65,536. Now you understand? Your company is a medium range company or low range company, high range company. Okay. So if your company is less than 65,000 systems or servers you are using, it can go for class C. If a company is a less than 9,80,000 computers or services you are using, you are managing, you can go for class B. If your company is a very big company, if more than 1 crore, okay, if more than 1 crore, okay, so less than 1 crore 67 lakhs, you can go for class A. This is a very basic, simple. Okay, this much of range is provided, but nobody using perfectly. Okay, I don't know, maybe if very big company they'll use 1 crore servers, maybe is available. I never identified in my experience. So I hope everyone is clear with this concept. I'm moving to the next concept now. So the next concept is, okay, here 10.0.0./16 is there. So already /24 one network is created. Guys, if you want, we can change the name also. If you click the option, we can change the name. Okay, you can give the name. Subnet template, the name you can change. What is the name you can give? Subnet -01 we created. Save it, subnet 01. If you need another subnet, you can create like this. So what is another subnet name? Subnet -02. What is the range here? It will give that 10.0.1.0. You can give anything, you know, right? Now the concept you know, you can create it. So now I can add here. If I'm giving 10.0.1.0, the ending with 10.0.1.2, how many IP addresses we can generate? This many IP addresses. So like that you can create more subnets. Subnet 1 you can use for production, subnet 2 use for another application delivery, subnet 3 for testing, and subnet 4 for development. Any type of networks you can create. Okay, are you clear? So once you click next, tag, go to next, and finally it will go for review and create it. Review and create it. Guys, listen carefully. Now created a new resource group name called Central India RG, and we created VNet is Central India VNet, and region is Central India, and we created two subnets. One is 10.0.0/24, 10.0.1.0/24. Two networks we created. Okay, now create here. It takes some time to create a virtual network. It takes some time to create virtual network. So successfully our virtual network is created. Now in this virtual network, I'm going to create two instances. Are you okay? Are you clear? Guys, you can see VNet. virtual network. Virtual network. This is the virtual network we created. What is the virtual network name? Central India VNet. This is one we created. In this we created subnet. In this we created subnet. So what is the subnet name?
Subnet
Subnet -01. And what is the range, madam? Can you please tell me? 10.0.0.0/24. Understand? And one more subnet is there. What is this? Subnet 2.
Hyphen zero.
What is the range?
0.0.1.0.
0.1/24. These two subnets I created, okay, in Central India VNet. Central India VNet. Now I'm going to Azure virtual machine, one virtual machine in subnet 1 and another virtual machine in subnet 2. You can see here. Understand? Now this is a very, very important concept. Okay, so let's go to Microsoft Azure, create a new virtual machine, create virtual machine. Now I'm going to select which resource group, Central India resource group, virtual machine A, VM subnet 01, VM subnet 1, and automatically see guys, region is selected. Why automatically region is selected?
In the resource group is
Exactly, resource group we have mapped with the region.
Central India.
Exactly, that's correct. You understand, right? What is meaning of resource group? Resource group is not available in Amazon Web Services. We need to manually select, because I'll show you one important information. Whoever learning Amazon Web Services here, you can check this. When I go to Amazon Web Services console, okay, we are logging, right? In this console, both are look like same. Both are same, but here the region options are available. This option is not available in Microsoft Azure. Okay, so they have created resource group. Through resource group only, we need to address and identify. Okay, which location and which configuration we are going. And availability zone. Okay, availability zone. So by default, I'm selecting that. I don't want to make any preferable zones and all. I will go with the default option. And which are operating system we need to create? Windows Server 2016. Okay, and the free tier eligible machine I'm selecting now, and the size is 1 GB RAM, 1 CPU, and a name I'm going to create, username, local admin, and password I'm giving done. RDP port I'm allowing here. Go to the next disk. Disk is everything is default. Now can go to the networking. Networking is very, very important here. Hey, your network is Central India V network. Okay, Central India V network. What is the subnets are there? Two subnets are.
Subnet -0.
Yeah, this is the one we need to select. Subnet -01 we need to select. So automatically public IP address will generate and the RDP port number will be there. Go to management and don't make any changes here. Go to monitor, don't make any changes here. Go to advanced, don't make any changes. Don't make any changes. Finally review and create. Okay. Now the instance is creating. That means virtual machine is creating. So after click the create, validation, everything is passed. Now I'm creating a new virtual machine. I'm going to create a new virtual machine. Deployment is in progress. Don't make any changes here. See, IP and network interface, network service group, everything is created based on my number is created. VM subnet 1, the same name they'll be followed and created. So whenever I'm checking that, I can easily understand my instance is running on VM subnet 01. Okay. Go back to the home screen. Now VM will ready in some time. If you go to virtual machine, you will see here. Okay, now you will see here, and if you open this, the machine, you will get IP address. So what is the IP address of the system? 10.0.4. So guys, based on our network range only, this IP address is coming or not? 10.0.4. Suppose if I'm creating instance in subnet 02, what is the first 3 octets number? 10.0.1
One dot.
dot something IP address will come. So shall we create one more instance?
Yes.
Create a new virtual machine. Central RG VM hyphen subnet. ఏం నేమ్ ఇచ్చాము అక్కడ? Okay, VM subnet 01. Central India, availability zone, don't make any changes here, and only Windows 2016 server and operating system. Now go to next, disks, networking. Now I'm selecting to subnet 02.
Subnet 2.
That's it. Next, 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 next. Validation is going now. Create it. Now machine is creating. Let them create. Okay. So 10.0.0.4 IP address was generated. And what about this? Okay. What about this? See, 10.0.1 dot.
1.1.
Yes. I hope everyone is understand now. So how this network is created, and once you creating the instances, the same range, how it is coming, huh?
Yes.
Right? Perfect. So please practice this, guys. Okay? Please practice this. So whenever time permits, I'll take the next week class. Okay? So entire class is not finishing in one day. It's not possible. Okay?
Yeah.
Please practice it.
Anna, in real time also we have to create the network, right? Like this.
Whatever I'm explaining here, everything is real time. Okay?
Oh,
Everything is real time only. Even the naming conventions, the scenarios, the architecture diagrams, everything real time scenarios only. Okay?
yeah, okay.
So guys, now this is a time for deletion of all the configurations. Okay, so let's go for deleting one by one. So before deletion, any questions? No, thank you. So now I'm going to VMnet 2 and selecting here, apply force deletion, delete. Now the VM is in the deletion. Go for 01 mission, apply, select, delete. Done. So now both the instances are deleted. What else we need to remove?
Network.
Networks. Okay, fine. So networks means the central RG.
Internet.
Central RG is there. So the central RG. So now once you'll get this option is delete, you can delete it. Okay. Once this all instances networks are removed, then you'll get an option for deletion. Otherwise, no. So before resource group deletion, better you can go to virtual network. This option is there, right? Okay, the central India, you please go here, and now there is an option called deletion. View, select here both interfaces. You need to delete first, confirm, delete, delete. Then after that, okay, I think so. Now can go for delete. So delete all resources under connected devices. Okay, connected devices, whatever the devices are connected, first them it is deleted from this network, then we can go for deletion. So until unless it is not possible to delete. So connected devices is there, you can check this. So almost all removed. Now can go for delete. That's it. So once V network is successfully removed, you can remove the resource group also. Okay. Still it is there. Okay. This will take some time. You can delete it. Finally, we can delete the resource group. That's it, guys. Now can check virtual machines, no virtual machines, virtual networks, no virtual networks, and resource group, only the default resource group. That's it. Okay. Right. Thank you all. So please practice, huh? And we will continue the session tomorrow. Thank you all.